Hello again and welcome to another episode of Merkon's Musings, a Star Wars action figure review. And today we're looking at none other than, you guessed it, the Wampa. Yes, the Wampa from The Empire Strikes Back that nearly kills Luke Skywalker when he's out on patrol. I really love this creature. As a kid, I did have the Wampa action figure, the Kenner one, as you can see here. This is not my original Wampa, that one's long gone. But the Wampa is a really interesting action figure. But we'll get more into that when we do the review. I'm going to be reviewing a total of 4 Wampa action figures. As you can see, there's only 2 here. But the third one I owned, it was a Power of the Force 2 Wampa. But I got rid of it because it wasn't very good. But we'll go into that. So before we get into the actual reviews, let me give you a quick backstory of this creature. Wampas are powerful, furried bipeds that dwell in the snowy wastes of the ice planet Hoth. These hulking predators have razor-sharp fangs and claws, yet move with surprising stealth, relying on their white fur for camouflage while hunting prey such as tauntauns. So yeah, we see these in The Empire Strikes Back when Luke gets attacked by a Wampa and it drags him off to his ice cave and hangs him upside down and he's going to eat him. In the original Star Wars Empire Strikes Back screenplay, there was a scene that they shot with these Wampas breaking into the Rebel base at Echo Base, causing havoc, but the Wampas didn't look right, and so they removed it from the movie. It's in the novelization, which is really interesting. Yeah, so let's take a look at these actual action figures, starting with the oldest first, and this is the Kenner Wampa, which came out in 1981, and this Wampa is actually pretty good. I mean, the only thing that you could see is the aging of this thing made the coloration of the white go a little bit, I don't want to say like a more grayish white, but this is actually a pretty cool action figure. I liked it as a kid. I love the face. I mean, it's not as menacing as it looked in the movie. This is kind of like more of a fun looking one in my opinion. But the head doesn't move. It's the torso and head are one piece. The horns can move up a little bit. The arms can come out. You can do a little swipe to knock Luke off the tauntaun, but they only move up and down. And the legs have no articulation other than they can move backwards and forwards. So yeah, this is a really interesting action figure for the Kenner collection. It definitely fits with the style and look of that Kenner action figures, which is pretty good. So that was the first one. The second one is one I don't have here, but I've owned it in the past. This is the Power of the Force 2 Wampa, and it came with a Luke Skywalker in Hoth gear action figure, and the packaging is kind of neat. It has a window showing the Luke Skywalker in Hoth gear hanging upside down like he did in the Wampa cave, which is kind of cute and cool. Now this Wampa isn't very good in my opinion. The articulation is not great. It looks okay. The head and torso are one piece, and it has 2 movable arms with no insert joints, and it has waist articulation. That's it. The waist is connected by 2 legs which have no moving parts whatsoever. They're just static. In 2003, we came out with the Saga collection deluxe action figure, and I like these action figures. They're pretty good. You could also get a Luke which had part of this snowy base where you can hang him upside down, but that's a different purchase. So let's take a look at the back of this. As you can see, there's what I was talking about. Luke was sold separately, and you could connect him to the base of the Wampa. And what's cool about this action figure, you can remove the arm to show the damage that Luke does with the lightsaber. And it comes with a piece of tauntaun, a yummy chunk of tauntaun that he could be eating. So I'm going to open this up, and we'll take a look at this Wampa. And it's pretty cool. As you can see, they have these twisty ties on these things to keep people from stealing them, I guess. Which might have been a case back in the 90s or the early 2000s for that matter. So as you can see, there's the articulation. But yeah, it's a nice looking action figure. I see problems with it already. I've had this one before. It's pretty cool. At least I can get on the stand, which is looks like it's going to be a problem. Okay, and it comes with this base that I'm going to pull out so you can see this as well. So there's the base, which is actually really cool. As you can see, it's got bones from a tauntaun he probably ate prior to it. So this thing, I could tell you right now, it's already being a pain in the neck because it's hard to stand up. That's the one thing I don't like about this already. And the two things I do like, it looks much realistic, and it comes with a chunk of tauntaun flesh that you can have him eating. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's take a look at this Wampa up close. And as you can see, the sculpt is pretty good. The thing I don't like about it, it's like this, it's not hard plastic, it's like kind of rubbery. And the paint applications are great. You see the blood on his mouth. The eyes look really good. The like the original, the horns come out a little bit. And the head actually has articulation. And the arms have articulation, but I wish they had insert joints. They just move up and down. And as you saw, it has a more like a chest / waist articulation. And it has, the legs can move, but there's no insert joints on the legs. So this is the only thing. It looks good. It's pretty good, but it's not the best version of this action figure. One other cool thing I forgot to mention, or I showed you on the back of the card, is that the Wampa, you can remove its right arm and you can see the blood from Luke's lightsaber cut chopping it off, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you can have it cut off and him screaming like, "Rawr." Yeah, it's good stuff. This is a nice action figure, but it's not definitive for sure. There's another one called Force Links, and that came out in 2017. I hated these figures because they were only 5 points of articulation, but the Wampa from this set is pretty amazing. It has head articulation, arms that have insert joints. The legs have insert joints. It also has feet that have insert joints, but the only thing it doesn't have is a waist articulation. So this is not the definitive version. I think it's the best version. If Hasbro Disney is listening, they could use the Force Link body from the 2017 action figure. If they could just give it a waist articulation, that would be the definitive version of this action figure. So hopefully they'll listen and do the right thing and release this as a creature later by itself. I think that would be great. So that's the Wampa. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with another video. Thank you very much.